Hey everybody, it's Durgertime. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. And boy, it's been a pretty crappy couple of weeks. So thank you guys for waiting for me as I get this all back set up. And obviously, be no better place to start than when it all began with the NWA save. So for those that did not know and were not checking my Twitter, wondering where I've been for the last 2 weeks, my gaming laptop, which was about, 5-6 years old, it was kind of getting in its heyday, had a monumental collapse. It would be the only way to describe it. Essentially, the hard drive started to fail and drivers started to fail, and I tried to repair it and reinstall Windows, and just nothing was working, and it looked like sections of my hard drive just started to completely collapse. And I managed to get in, do some old school hackerman stuff, and get into the MS config files and get into the DOS from the BIOS and actually save some files and transfer it over. I got scattered out for a new gaming laptop. I got a pretty good deal on it. It's actually a lot more powerful. I'm very happy with it. Fortunately, though, definitely lost some files. Thankfully, the NWA save was still available. The New Japan save still available. Unfortunately, the Cyberpunk Let's Play got corrupted. That definitely sucked, but actually, I think it's fine because I feel like we hadn't done that much on it yet. So, I'm going to be actually kind of excited to restart that. I think we can learn some stuff from it. But we don't have to restart the NWA, which I'm happy with because I think we made a lot of progress, even though not all of it was good. But I think I do not want to lose where we were, even though we have a lot of work to do, especially on the business end and getting this functional. And I think we're going to have to take a look. I think after the Crockett Cup, we're going to have to do a really big introspection of where are we a year in, because I feel like we're not making any progress. And where do we need to cut? Who do we need to cut? I think we need to basically completely redo our roster. And I think we have to figure out where we're spending our money, who we can keep, who we can't. I think it's going to be time for a big refresh. And it's going to be kind of cool because we're just going to completely restart the roster in a lot of ways. And look at how we are looking at it. Because, what our plan was originally was to try to use the momentum of higher powered stars to move us forward, but unfortunately the constant setbacks, the injuries, Enzo quitting, this and that, has really put a hamper on any of the momentum gains, and it just lost us a lot of money in the process. So we'll have to look at it, but for now, we're going to finish the Crockett Cup. We're going to get to our next pay-per-view, which I believe is Legacy, and then we're going to look at what 2019 looks like for Billy Corgan's NWA. And again, thank you guys for being so patient with me getting this stuff back online. It's been a real nightmare, but thank you guys for being so supportive and understanding. I had some good comments from Twitter, kind of people being very understanding of what was going on, and even saying like, hey, if you lose the files, don't worry, start over. We still want to watch. And that's always really heartwarming to hear in this community that, you guys are willing to take the ups and downs and stick with it with me. So thank you so much. Really means a lot to me. So one of the things is, unfortunately, I got the old save files, but I can't find the old picture files. So we got the new Fleisch's graphic pack on here. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, to be honest. Some of the pictures look fantastic, but the non-uniformity of the backgrounds really bugs me. I don't know why, but it really does. Like why is CM Punk's background gray and Corey Graves is white? I don't get it. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Like just stick with one color. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why is that brown and this black? I don't know. That really bugs me. I don't know. It hits my OCD or something. It really drives me crazy. Excuse me. Sorry if I sound a little raspy. Got a little bit of a cold. So let's look at this world. It's been a couple weeks for myself as well, so I haven't really checked to see what we're looking at. CM Punk has been divorced by AJ Lee. That's kind of shocking. Vacant title win from Stardom. Corey Graves and friendship between Dean and Ambrose is over. I'm assuming Corey Graves is being a dick in Twitter in this game as much as he is in real life, so that's not shocking. Vipers re-signing with Eve. Jordan Devlin going to OTT. Not much going on. Not much really big. Killian Dane staying in NXT. God, I wish they did. Because how Sanity's being used on Raw and SmackDown is kind of depressing. But what are you going to do? All right, so let's check our mail. Vipers, contract extension, that's fine. Gulak's still upset with his momentum, but we gave him a win last time we were playing. So, maybe that'll change. And we got a .02. That doesn't mean much, but honestly, we were getting a .01 for a while, so we're actually moving up a little bit. That's pretty great. So we have a Starrcade another 6 days. Last time on the show, we had, if you guys remember, it's been so long, I know, the Crockett Cup, we are completely booking randomly. So I got my coin here, my Imperial Septum from my Elder Scrolls Special Edition from like a decade ago. Back when you actually got good shit with your special editions, not like today. Looking at you, Bethesda. Wish you remembered what you used to do. But we are completely booking with a coin flip to see who will win the Crockett Cup. And they will get the opportunity to face the NWA Tag Team Champions at the pay-per-view. So we have a couple weeks until the next pay-per-view because I believe we are in March 1st. So we have March 4th is Legacy. Or sorry, week 4 in March is Legacy. So we have a lot of time. We got about 3 shows or so, technically 4 actually, to get the Crockett Cup going. We're still building up the storyline between Dustin and Cody, with Dustin now getting a little pissed off at Cody Rhodes. And obviously the Colt is threatening the winners as the champions of the Crockett Cup. Or not the Crockett Cup, of the NWA Tag Team Champions. So we got that going on. Storylines, we got a lot of little things going on. Hangman Page, we haven't done much with the junior division in a while. That's also one of the ones I'm thinking about maybe dissolving after the break. I don't know if we need it because I feel like we don't book it well. And I'm gonna say that's my fault, but I feel like it's hard to keep track of the juniors division. People float in and out a lot. Like Will Ospreay's now in the heavyweight division, so him being there to begin with is not really useful. Ronda we're probably going to just get rid of because we haven't had anything with her for a while. Ashley Vox, we're moving up the ladder. The Colts doing their thing. The Founders are doing their thing. Pillman's doing his thing. And obviously Cody and Dustin's going on. So we have a few stories going on, not a lot. But I think Legacy is going to be sort of our season finale where we take it in a different direction going forward. So that's kind of, we'll stay the course and then we'll look at changing directions a little bit. So let's go ahead and let's sim forward to Starrcade. All right. It's so great about this new laptop. I'm so in love with my new gaming laptop. I tell you, it's so much faster. You don't realize how slow your device is, and until you're on a new one. All right, we've got a pay raise request from PJ Black. I think that's fine. We can give him 75% and he'll be happy, I think. Or at least he'll not worry about it. We are in negotiations to get Aldous back because his last week is going. Adam Page is relocating to the tri-state area. And Ronda is finally back with the company. God. Mojo Rawley is also up to, we could have maybe tried to scout him. Our morale issues aren't horrible. What are you upset with? What are you upset with, Raven? Annoyed. Oh, we got to change his pictures. Also, some pictures are missing. Not everything, but I did add stuff in. I thought I gave him a picture already, but I guess I didn't. There we are. We'll fix that. I think Brian Pillman was another one that was missing. Yeah. Okay. Did add the pictures back in where possible. Ooh. Okay. So he's got a weird one. I mean, props on them having a picture this time, but we're going to go back with his original babyface picture that we had. There he is. Doofus face. There we go. I don't want his badass looking face. I want the babyface look. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Cool. I don't think we have anyone else missing images. I know it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me, damn it. All right. We all look good there. Who we missing? Tony Schiavone. That's weird. We could probably... I'm sure there's one. There we go. That's actually a better picture than what we had. That's great. Okay. Awesome. Like, I think these images look really good. Like, they picked out some fantastic headshots, some really good renders for people. Like, this is a better Icarus image than what we had. But, I mean, obviously, like, our one that we had here was bad. But it just really is weird to me, the random colors. I don't understand it. I don't understand the rhyme or reason for it. Like, okay, like, I'm pretty sure this was from a headshot from the Cruiserweight Classic because it has the Scottish flag behind it. I think it was a Scottish flag. God. I got some viewers that are going to hate me if I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's Scottish. Yeah, there, it says right there. Okay, I was right. All right. Jeez. I don't know. It's weird to me. All right, let's go ahead and sim forward again. All right. Hey, Jimmy Havoc won ICW champion heavyweight championship win. That's awesome. Good for him. And Bully Ray is politicking around. Okay. We don't care about Viper's extension to Eve. Doesn't do anything for us. Okay, so we got the contract negotiation back from Nick Aldis. We will complete it. Looking good. All right. Jeez. Let's get to the show. We also have to assign Ronda a roster position now that she's back. I wish I could tell if she won her match or not. Would be really nice to know if she actually won her crossover. Women's division. Oh, right. She has to technically be a main eventer, even though she's still going to be in women's division. Doesn't make any sense. But that's fine. So, our women's champion after, because goddamn, the booking of this show has been a nightmare. So, just for anyone who hasn't noticed, she's been our world women's champion since May with only one defense, because it's been that long since she's been able to come back. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. All right. Hot Sauce Tracy Williams signing a one-night deal with Dragon Gate. That's cool. All right. Come on, let's get to the show. All right. On Hulu Plus. Where are we going to be at? Midwest. Pick the best venue. County Fair sounds good. We will do it there. Locker room 67% has been better. Hangman's friends with everybody, and that's been doing pretty well. Very likable guy. All right, Raven had that fight with Mike Verna. So let's meddle. And let's do Cody Rhodes and try to give him a relationship with Brian Pillman. No effect. That's fine. Cody's still out for injuries, but he should be back soon, but is available for angles. Don't know how long his medical is. One day. Next week, he'll be available for action, though he won't be in action until Legacy with the match with Dustin. So we'll just have him working angles like he has been doing. All right, so we have to book this tournament. So let's review where we were last time for the Crockett Cup. Right now, we have still a bunch of first round matches to go through. In the second round, we have the Colony facing whoever wins between the Soviet bloc and the next big things. We have Hangman Page and Chase Owens versus the Company Men in round 2. We have the Best Friends versus whoever wins from the Throwbacks and Pillman Jr. and Kevin Condon. We have Xavier and Wentz versus whoever wins in the first round from Bull Reigns and Gorillas of Destiny. So the order of those is going to be random. So where I put them in the block, you're not going to quite know. But let's go ahead and flip this coin and figure out. I think we'll do. We'll do all 3 tag team matches for the finish the first round this week, I think, and then we'll start slowing it down during the second round because we have second round, semifinals, and then finals. All right, flip the first one. Let's see who wins this thing. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and mark that down. In secret. You guys don't get to know, but I do. Submitting it on my little scorecard. The second one. All right, same result. All right. You know, this is looking okay so far. This isn't going into a complete disaster like I thought it would. Now the next one could. Let's go ahead and see. It actually. It's like I gotta check this. I gotta check this coin, make sure it's weighted properly. Gave us tails all 3 times, which has led to a very predictable first round. Has not deviated that far from how I probably would have booked this. So that's interesting. So let's go ahead and book the show. We'll be right back and take a look at it. All right, we are done with another episode of Starrcade. A little short one. No, I mean, I guess not really that short, but, you know, we're trying to keep it pretty lean. We are running the exact 65, so I don't know why I'm saying short. It's about exactly where it needs to be. But I guess it feels short compared to pay-per-view. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we start to show off. Oh, I forgot. I got to change these ratings. I don't have the old rating system anymore. I kind of want to get that back. You'll see that next episode. Extremely short match. Ashley Fox defeats Julia Ho in 3 minutes with a fish on a hook. To give her a little more dominance again, as she's X Division champion. She's going to be facing Ronda eventually. Got the show to a strong start, though, and got the crowd hotter. She had a 43. Julia had a 30, 34. That's like E-ish, I think. You know, could be better. It's not bad. Better is a promo with Ronda returning, holding the NWA World's Women's Championship on her shoulder. It cuts a promo about her return, thanking the fans, kind of doing a typical babyface thing. Ashley Fox comes out and challenges her, says she's X Division champion. She's held this up and that, Ronda's returning, kind of given the kind of, I'm the challenger, who's the big boss now kind of thing. Ronda demanded to be working without a script. Didn't do well, though. But, at least she's happy trying. Got the crowd hotter. Ashley's getting better at her gimmick, which is good. 55 is not bad. I was hoping for a little bit higher considering Ronda's popularity, but we based it off of her mic work, and I guess her struggling without the script kind of hurt us. We have the first match of the end of the round ones for the Crockett Cup. We have Bull Reigns versus Gorillas of Destiny, and like I said, this is a very predictable first round, even with the random coin flip here. God defeats Bull Reigns in 7 minutes. Tama Tonga defeats Randy Reign by the pinfall. So 49. It was an overbooked match. I guess it didn't really go very well for them, though. Got the crowd buzzing. I was hoping for a lot of momentum on our side from Ronda reappearing, which didn't seem like it did as much. Crowd loved it, though, even if it was a little overbooked. But it was definitely a mayhem match. A lot of throwing people outside the ring and, typical God kind of shit. That was kind of the focus that we were doing there for it. And yeah, they do okay. 59, Tama, 57, Tangaroa, and then these guys, they're not fantastic, but they held their own. 49 is probably about where we would expect from them. Bull James is improving in performance, though, which is good. Afterwards, we just have an announcement from the announcer saying God moves on to round 2. And, that was fine. Not much to say about it. Just a 1 minute promo. This is... This didn't go well. 48 is actually better, probably, than it deserves, but it's a poor match. Pillman Jr. and Kevin Condren, not Kevin Conundrum, sorry, Jervis, defeated the Throwbacks in 7 minutes when Brian Pillman Jr. defeated Mark Angeleski by pinfall with a tornado DDT. Brian Pillman definitely carried the match. That's definitely true with that 58. The rest of them kind of fallen to the wayside. Not doing fantastic. Again, not shocking. A part of me kind of wanted the Throwbacks to go further, but the coin decides. Their fate is decided by randomness, and that is what we got. So a kind of a predictable booking, even though it was random. And of course, obviously, the announcement that Pillman and Condren are moving on to round 2. So we have here Soviet Bloc versus Next Big Things. Joey Janela debuted in his fun babyface gimmick, got an average, and MJF debuted his arrogant heel gimmick, got an above average. Feel like he should be a little bit higher than that for his gimmick, but that's fine. And it did pretty okay. MJF and Joey Janela kind of within the same ballpark, and then Sloan actually kind of carrying the match a little bit with 51. And again, the coin, very predictable booking. Next Big Things defeat the Soviet Bloc in 11 minutes. MJF takes the win, defeats Lennon Sloan with a Swanton Bomb. And no improvements. So, the coin has made the predictions rather accurate so far from what I would have booked. Would have had these new guys come in and be hot fire because they're probably both going to be our NWA Next Generation stars. As we move on and then, move on to newer wrestlers and giving them a debut win in the tournament is pretty good, especially if they end up having to lose to somebody else. It gives them a little bit of a rub. So, not bad. So, let's go ahead and look, before we go further, just in round 2. We have The Colony versus the Next Big Things. Hangman Page and Chase Owens versus the Company Men, which of course are Paul Pinky George's little goons. We have the Best Friends versus Pillman Jr. and Kevin Condren, and the Gorillas Destiny versus Xavier and Wentz. So I know how I would book this going forward, but again, the coin will decide. So who knows? Maybe the Colony goes all the way to the finals. Maybe maybe the company men beat Hangman Page. We don't know what's going to happen. It'll be very interesting to see where round 2 takes us in the coming weeks. Finally, we have a promo at the end of the night. This is fantastic. 84. It's kind of an ending promo sequence. Cody comes out. His cast is off. He's cleared for action tomorrow. And he starts talking some shit on a promo. He says, "My brother's been saying a lot of shit in his ring, huh? Well, they say that green is the color of envy, but I think it's really gold. All his life, he's played second fiddle to Dad, and now he's taking it out on me. Let's be honest, he's a substitute champion as much as he is a substitute Rhodes." Hot fire from Cody. Very upset at the things Dustin had said. "Come Legacy, I'll be taking the belt back easily." Before he gets to continue and leave, Cody gets jumped by his brother, who had obviously hurt him behind stage and came out in anger. They start yelling at each other back and forth until eventually Dustin swings at him and attacks him, ends up hitting him with the belt that was over his shoulder, and leaves him on the ground. Good chemistry, obviously. All roads lead to Mayhem has advanced and gained heat. 84 is a fantastic ending promo to end the show on. It's definitely going to give us a bump. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's hella good. Spent some money on that, but that's fine. Rest of the show didn't quite live up to that promo. I'm kind of shocked because I kind of thought the Ronda one would have done a little bit better, but what are you going to do? All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at our money. Actually, we only lost like 8,000 from that. It's not that bad. Cody's now cleared to return. And 0.02 again. And then Raven doesn't like Len Sloan. So not bad. Again, we're going to hold the course, and I think after Legacy, we're going to do like a next generation for NWA. We're going to take a look at, we're going to have a really long episode. We're going to take a look at the roster. We might even do it as a live stream. I think that might be fun to kind of get your ideas on who we cut, who we don't. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you so much for waiting. I know it's been annoying 2 weeks for me. I'm sure you guys have been waiting a while for this. So hopefully we can keep on going on. I do have some plans for some more stuff on the channel, both TEW stuff as well as others. We're probably going to be looking at the Fire Pro Wrestling Booker stuff. We're probably going to do some streams going forward in the next couple of weeks with that mode, as well as some other games and things that we wanted to kind of look at and have some fun with. So thank you guys again for joining me. We'll see you next time.